Hey everybody, I'm back with another video. I'm doing rakes this time. So usually I do rakes on short hair, but back in the day I used to do a bunch of rake updos. So this is just one of the simpler ones I used to do. This it'll be with a basket weave, but instead of just the hair being straight, it'll be raked up into an updo. I posted it on Facebook and Instagram. I don't know how I forgot to post it on YouTube, but thank God for Snapchat because I had it stored on there because I deleted it out of my phone. But anyway, with the hairstyle, I took a section up in the middle and the back because that's where each side is going to go into. That's going to be like my stationary. What I call it, stationary? But anyway, the size is going to go into that. You'll see as I go. So I'm using it's kind of like a rake red tail comb, and then I'm using that Compare Products extra firm hold spray. And with the blow dryer, the setting is on medium, not high, not low. I mean, you could do low, but if I had it on low, it'd just take longer. So I had it on medium heat and medium speed. And then I'm using the rake comb and the shaper. And you really didn't have to use any oil as I went because what I do is, she's natural. So I shampooed and I blow dried her hair. And I use argan oil before I flat iron anyway. And I use my protective shield spray. And it's like a shine spray, something like an oil sheen. So I really didn't have to use that as I went. I just used the shaper. And it doesn't turn the hair white or anything like that. So each side that I take up, I use a bobby pin to secure it. So when I pin it up, it's on either the far left side of that middle part or the far right side. So I started with the right side, so it's on the far left side. And when I go to the left side, I'm going to pin it to the far right side. So before I start raking, I pretty much kind of saturate that part, not the ends, not the end part that's going to get pinned up, but just the part that I'm going to rake. So I saturate it. And then I comb it and I use a duck bill to hold it in place. So it'll be easier for me to make my rakes. So as you can see, I comb it with my red tail comb, smooth it out. And then I use a duck bill to just hold it in place. And then that's when I blow dry and I start raking. Also, I don't pin it down until I know for sure that the hair is dry. Because you don't want to pin it and then move one of the lines out of place. It's just a lot of work. You won't have to backtrack yourself. And when I say saturate, I don't mean saturated like it's dripping wet. I mean like, just enough product, for it to do what it needs to do. So about that much. So that's how much you want to start off with right there. And if, your lines you don't see your lines and they not defined like you want it to be, like sometimes I rake it like I'm doing now and then I'll go back over it again. Until it's like, how I want it to be or how you want it to be, either way. So at that point, I'm kind of like smoothing it out and I'm drying it and I'm able to feel if it's dry enough for me to go to the next step. So that's what I'm doing when I'm rubbing it and I'm feeling it, stuff like that. As you do them, you'll get your own little way of doing them and getting it dry. Sorry, I had to go back to the middle of this video because I'm editing right now. But when I finish it, sometimes I do spray it with that got to be freezing spray just to give it an extra hold. Depending on how hard they want it, because she wanted it to last because she moved out. She doesn't live here anymore. She moved out of town. She was just in town, so she wanted it to last. So, yeah, I finished it off with got to be. Sorry, we have to add this part right here, since I'm at the top, and it's like a bigger section. I'm spraying it, but I'm not really. I'm spraying more in the front because I will kind of work in sections. So, that section right there, I will rake in 3 parts. So, I'm combing it so it can be molded into, you want to mold it into the direction you want to rake it. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm kind of like swooping it down and then swooping it back. So I will spray more product in the front and like worry about raking it and make sure that's, where it needs to be, as you can see. So I'm going to take my time and rake that and make sure those lines are in where they're supposed to be. And once that dries, I'm going to move to that middle part of it. Because as you can see, it's not really that much product on the ends because I didn't really spray a lot of product right there. I'm just basically concentrating on the front part of it. And then once that dry, then I'm going to go to the middle. Then once that dry, then I'm going to go to the part that's on top of the back, the very back in the middle, where I'm going to pin it. Oh, and another thing, I keep forgetting a few things. So mainly you want to concentrate, when you're working on a big section like that, you want to concentrate just on the section that you're going to rake at the moment, because you don't want to spray the whole section like that and then it dry and then you have to comb through it and hurt the client. So mainly just concentrate on the part that you're raking at the moment. That's why I say go in sections. So, 1, 2, 3 sections. So with the middle part, I don't really define them too much. I just make sure there's some lines in them because I'm going to gather it and pin it. So it might kind of mess up, but it's okay if it's not super, super duper neat. But as long as you have some rakes in there, you'll be fine. So with the front part, I was trying to throw some rakes up there, but I was really freestyling. She was like, just do anything. I just want my hair off my face. And this is one of my clients. I've been doing her since like 05. So that just show y'all how long I've been doing her. And I'm showing my age a little bit, but she's wear these styles so many different ways. She used to have blonde hair. They look fire and blonde. On blonde hair. They look real good on blonde hair. And I wish if I could find a picture, I'm going to post it on YouTube. But yeah, I was just pretty much freestyling, just doing anything. I was kind of having a little trouble a little bit adding the lines, but it still turned out okay. She was happy because her hair was off her face.